Hello, kia ora, Lucia here. Welcome to How to Unlock Your Financial Potential and Retire in 5 Years training video. Over the years, I had the honor of helping hundreds of people unlock their financial potential, getting into their home ownerships, starting their property investment journey, and some of my clients acquire the power of walk away from their day jobs and start doing the things they love in their life. During the time, I discovered there are some core problems that get into your way of realizing your financial potential, and you might want to write this down. Number 1, not having the right mindset. Number 2, being money poor. Number 3, having a mortgage phobia. Number 4, don't invest. When people like you are able to overcome these problems, they are able to unlock their financial potential, have the financial freedom, and have more confidence in their careers, business, and in their life. My promise to you is this: in the next 30 minutes, you will pick up the tools that will allow you to become money rich, overcome mortgage phobia, understand that mortgage is a good debt, and instead of paying it off, you are going to build it and use it to your advantage along the way of your property investment journey. You will also discover that financial freedom is no longer a dream, and use the property investment as a vehicle to get to your financial freedom, giving you more time with your family and allows you to be more involved with your community, charity, doing something you love. Before I tell you how it all works, I would like to tell you a couple of things. I have noticed about people who love to learn and create incredible success in life. They are always willing to invest in themselves. They are always open to new ideas and new ways of thinking. They take actions on inspired thoughts. They make decisions quickly. They give themselves permissions to be something greater each and every day. As you can tell, English is not my first language. Although I have been living in New Zealand for 20 years, I still have Chinese accent. If there are words you do not quite understand, check the transcript and I'm sure you will be fine. If you were with me 18 years ago, we will be renting a one-bedroom flat at West Papatoetoe, a rough South Auckland suburb. Crimes were happening in the area. There was a lady being taken away from her house up the road from where we lived and was raped. One of our neighbors was a single mom with lots of young children living on a limited budget. From her, I learned of the existence of the cheap food, corned beef. The neighbor on the other side were often having parties with loud music. My husband had to get up at night to ask them to turn down the music. Although he's a local Kiwi, I was always worried that he might get beaten up by the drunk people. We were a young couple with a 2-month-old baby. My mom came from China to help us with the baby. To prepare for her arrival, the landlord put up a second-hand toilet partition in the lounge by the window, where we can put a single bed for her and created a bit of privacy. Our baby was living in the lounge by the fireplace because our room was too cold. I was forced to manage $170 a week after the rent was paid. It was tough. One day, it was spring. I was folding the laundry in our bedroom. I sat on our bed that was given to us by my husband's grandparents. I recall the day that I stood in the middle of the aisles at Pick and Save and had to let go of 99-cent pack of the biscuit. For 99 cents, I could buy a big box of the old fruits, which would provide the family with more nutrition. We were middle class back in China, but curiosity brought me here. And I met my husband and wanted to settle down here. There was a deep sadness that came up. I knew this wasn't a life I wanted for myself and my family. I then made a decision and started looking for a job. I was applying for the jobs that didn't require communication, checkout operator, factory worker, because I believed that my English wasn't good enough. I sent out numerous CVs but didn't get a single interview, not even a simple reply. I was very deflated. I didn't know why until many years later. I realized that I was overqualified. I had a bachelor degree in banking and was working in an international hotel as a sales executive before I came over. A few days later, We were visiting my husband's grandmom, Nana Lola. She knew I was looking for work. She asked, "Why would you like to do, Lucia?" "I have always wanted to work in a bank." "Did you apply?" "No, my English isn't good enough." "Not really, I understand you." "Really?" At that moment, I realized I was limiting myself, telling myself that I wasn't good enough. Soon after, I successfully secured a job in a local branch as a tailor, and that was the moment I realized, don't limit yourself, dreams do come true. 7 years ago, I was given an opportunity to become a mobile business lending manager, where I started to see successful property investors actively buying in the market. This led me to start my property investment in late 2012, which allowed me to walk away from a decent corporate income just 3 years later. Until late 2017, I had built up approximately $17 million property portfolio and forecasting to double it in the next 2-3 years. 3 years ago, I set up my own business, determined to help more people getting into home ownership and start their property investment journey. During that time, I discovered there is a major problem that people simply do not realize their financial potential. They limit themselves, only daring to dream about home ownership, losing the dream of financial freedom. They continue slaving themselves in a job they don't like and suffering depression from that. And that is exactly why I decided to dedicate my life to helping people in realizing their financial potential, using property investment as a vehicle to achieve their financial freedom and live their true life purpose. Now, let's go look at this. If you want a financial freedom, you will need to fully master these 4 pillars: mindset, money, mortgage, and property investment. Why do you need to unlock your financial potential? It allows you to build your confidence in your career, your business, and in your life. It helps you make more money, have more time, and have choice in your life, doing what you love. What is financial potential? It is based on your current financial position, which breaks down to earned income, passive income, saving, expenses, assets, leveraging, consumer goods, and liabilities. Your financial potential is the maximum assets you could build and the additional income that you could have. It will require you having savings of at least of a 5% deposit in order to purchasing your first property. We purchased our first house with our $9,600 savings and borrowed $37,000 from family, and we managed to repay that money in the following 18 months. At the same time, the property had increased the value by 25%. One of our clients is a young couple in their early 20s. Although qualified for KiwiBuild, we had decided the KiwiBuild is not ideal as they could only get trapped by buying one KiwiBuild property. Instead, we helped them to purchase a $900,000 property at Onehunga, and they are now working on their way to increasing the value by $400,000 in 6 months' time. How to unlock your financial potential? Step 1. Shape your mindset. During all these years in finance and property industry, I have seen people with in-depth financial knowledge and property knowledge, but they were not where they wanted to be. They couldn't move forward with their financial position. I realized that it was they didn't have the right mindset. They were unable to make decisions or are making wrong decisions in their life. They were and are focusing on the wrong things. They have fear holding them back. How you think forms current you, your current position. The decision you are making now will determine the future you. Unless you are willing to reshape your mindset, you will only stay where you are and unable to move forward. Most importantly, you need to look after your energy. One of the practices is major in major. You want to focus on the major matters and let go of the minor issues. You want to be able to say no most of the time in your life. Be confident about yourself. Setting the goal for your own self. You want to be a leader, not a follower, that someone relies on others' approvals. Remember that others think or talk about you is not your business, it is their drama. Believe in yourself and focus on your own goal. We will discuss more in detail in Property Investment Accelerator online program. And remember, your situation is your own creation. Don't limit yourself, dream big. And believe me, dreams do come true. Step 2, money management. Firstly, understand your current financial position, your payslip, your financial statement if you are self-employed, your saving, expenses, your assets, your leveraging, your consumer goods, and your liabilities. Secondly, being money rich. Save first before you pay your bills. Whatever left is what you can spend. What is money rich? You wonder. It is not being money poor. You become money poor when you are poor with money. However, you can become rich if you know how to be money rich. The core difference between the rich and poor is their mindset of how they use their money. The rich focus on savings and investing, while the other group thinks more about spending. For example, when you receive your annual bonus, say $20,000, what are you going to do with this? What went through your mind? For a money-rich people, they will either save if they are saving for the deposit of an investment, or invest if they are already on their investment journey. While a money-poor people will plan buying something, spending on a new car, a new toy, a new dress. The rich focus on investing not only their money but also their time by educating themselves, learning, developing, and growing. The rich know how to manage their money while the other group can't. Don't forget that you are the person that chooses which group you want to be part of. And we do encouraging you to save 50% of your before-tax income if you are saving for the deposit. You will realize you won't take long to save up the deposit if you are disciplined. Pay now so you can play later. You are totally in control of your life. Thirdly, break the cycle of save, spend, save, spend. In New Zealand, I often see young people going through the phase of leaving school, university, get a job, save for an OE, spending during their trip, save for a car, spend to buy a car, save for a wedding, spend on a wedding, save for deposit for the house, buy a property that they're emotionally attached but unable to add value and stuck, don't know what to do. What if I told you that this cycle of saving and spending could be cut down to one single saving event? It is saving for your house first. Make sure that the property you buy is one which you can add value to. Then ask for a top-up from the bank. Instead of you saving $200 a week, which gives you $10,000 a year, your mortgage repayment on $10,000 is in fact only $11 a week. Isn't it much easier? But only if you are buying something that allows you to add value to property and recycle the deposit for the next purchase. Step 3, mortgage management. Understand how much you can borrow by buying residential property. In this step, we are translating your income into building assets. I have seen so many people have mortgage phobia. They didn't want to borrow money, even though they already had an unoccupied home. They insisted they wanted to pay down the mortgage as soon as possible. They told me that they wanted to be debt-free. But when did you purchase the property, I asked. About 10 years ago, they said. It is in a nice central location in Auckland and it has gone up nicely. So what if you didn't buy the property and had the mortgage in the first place? Would you be better off or worse off? Worse, they said. So the mortgage actually helped you to build your wealth, right? I asked. Yes, of course. At face value, sure, owning money can be a bad thing, but often you can use it to your advantage. Let's understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. A bad debt is consumer debt where people borrow money for consumer products or leisure. This is spending. Money poor people commonly do this. They spend money before they even earn it. If you are one of these people, then get rid of these bad debts should be your priority. Now, let's look at this picture. This is the picture people think what they look like. Fresh car, dress funded by hire purchase, car loans, personal loans. Would you like to see what they look like in the bank's eye? It is this. You are not sexy at all. It is a beggar. You want to be bad debt free, but not good debt free. Mortgages are different. This is the money you borrow from the bank in order for you to purchase a property. If you are buying well, this is investment. You are borrowing money to invest and you are using leveraging to maximize your borrowing. Think about this. The bank is like the middleman. There is one end with the saver putting their money in the bank and receiving a small return. And at the other end, you borrow money from the bank to purchase property. You are in fact leveraging other people's money to make more money for yourself, to build your assets, create wealth for yourself. Is this a good thing? Of course. So build your mortgage. Step 4. Be an investor, a successful property investor, using property investment to maximize your financial position. Firstly, be an investor. Very often, I have clients telling me that they want to have more time for their family, they want to have more money, more holidays, they want to have more involved with their charities, their communities, and they wonder how can they do this. Now, let's look at this. If you are after financial freedom, you need to transform from just surviving to become a saver. And most importantly, you need to become an investor. And this is very important. Without you moving into becoming an investor, there is no way you are going to achieve your financial freedom. In the past, I have seen so many clients who are doing well in budgeting and saving, but they are simply not investing. If you are not an investor, there is no way that you are going to achieve your financial freedom. You may argue that you have the KiwiSaver, and yes, you are an investor, as KiwiSaver is a form of investment. But unfortunately, KiwiSaver is only slightly better than the cash savings due to the minimum returns and inability to leveraging it. If your destination is your financial freedom, having only KiwiSaver is like you are walking trying to get there. And there is no guarantee by the time when you are 65 you can get there either. So secondly, be a successful property investor by choosing the right properties. Property investment is a vehicle to get to your financial freedom quickly, just like an express bus. But there are so many buses available. Which one is the right one? Before we get into that, I would like to address a couple misunderstandings. Buy and sell, develop and sell are not property investment. They are property trading. Property investment is buy and hold, develop and hold. Remember, investors are accumulators, not traders. Simply buying property is not necessarily property investment. I have seen people buy a property and hope the value will go up organically. This is close to gambling. To invest in property, there are many traits of both yourself and the property which you had to be aware of in order to make the right decision. Property investment is much more sophisticated than this. There are a few different strategies to add value to a property through renovation, conversion, and development, which you are going to learn in our Property Investment Accelerated online program. We will show you how to use different strategies to suit your financial position to maximize your financial potential. Do you want to be able to take control of your own life, be able to retire 5 years later, completely owning your future through property investment? You can, just like what we did and the clients we helped. In our Property Investment Accelerated online program, you are going to learn why property investment is the best form of investment compared to all the investments out there, even beating out Tesla shares, which famously had a 14 times return in 8 years. What about venture capital? The reason venture capital is something you should not consider is they do not give you a high return considering the high risk nature of investment. In fact, I would call it gambling. When you realize how the few successful investors do this, they never go all in or had to allocate their investment in different funds, and they know that in fact out of 10 funds they invested, only 1 to 2 funds will make money whilst 5 to 7 funds will die. What about your business? Don't forget your business is there to generate cash flow to allow you to build wealth by buying assets. If you're only investing back into your business, it is like giving everything back to yourself when you are PAYE. This is not wise as you are not building assets, you are not investing. If you are after financial freedom, first become an investor, and secondly learn how to become a successful property investor. With the passive income and the wealth created, you'll then be able to leave your day job and live your true life purpose. What if you don't have enough deposit? Lenders generally require at least a 5% deposit, which is your own savings, and you could ask your parents, family members to support you for the rest. What if there is another GFC? Well, I have walked through the GFC while I was in a bank, and in my opinion, there will not be a GFC like what we experienced in 2008. At that time, the banks were reckless, doing loans at 100% or even 110%. For example, the client was purchasing a property for 500,000. The bank was giving them 550,000. The bank even came out with a low doc loan, which is where you declare the income you are making. No proof needed. Indeed, it is a no document loan. It wasn't surprising when the crash hit some people hard at that time. The banks have learned, hence we have a much more stable banking system with the Responsible Lending Act in place. Before we go any further, let's have a look at how much we have covered so far. So far, you have picked up these powerful tools for how to unlock your financial potential. Number 1, shape your mindset. Number 2, being money rich. Number 3, not being afraid of a mortgage. And number 4, why you need to be a property investor. Great. Let's continue with your journey. Set aside some time this week and practice what you learned from this video. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to forward it over to your friends. And of course, if they too want to benefit from all of my how to unlock your financial potential tips, make sure they register on our website at luciaxiao.co.nz. Unlock your financial potential enables you to be able to build your assets, create your wealth, and increase your income, having the choice in life to do what you love. If you are ever wondering how to get into property or are a first-home buyer, you will want to make sure what you are purchasing is the right property, not the one that will trap you or even make you go backwards. If you are a property investor, you want to know how to get the funding for your deals, because if you can't find money, you can't make money. If you are an employee, you would like to be able to walk away from your day job and have a choice in life. If you are an employer, you would like to be able to have the financial freedom to be the business owner, working on the business, having the freedom to do what you love. If you are a parent, not only do you want to build your wealth, having more time with your family, but also want to set an example for your children, being able to influence them to show they don't need to limit themselves, dreams do come true. Working with us is like you are going through a tunnel and seeing the light in the front. You are going to overcome your fear, learn new skills, and build your confidence. I know everyone watching this video has a vision. When you look at the future, Some of you imagine spending more time with your family, traveling around the world. Some of you imagine you wake up in the morning, wear you want to wear, go whatever you want, doing what you want to do. Some of you have mission in mind. Imagine you share your skills, your knowledge, your story, and your message with others. And you have the time and financial support to do so. I don't know what your vision is specifically, but I do know that you want to bring them to light. To help you to bring your vision in light, that's why we create a Property Investment Accelerated online program. How about I tell you a bit more about it? The program starts with 4 pillars: mindset, money, mortgage, and property investment. These are the fundamental skills you need to unlock your financial potential and achieve your financial freedom. There are also other financials, KiwiSaver, insurance, accountings, and legals. You need to understand do's and don'ts, which I have done during my 20 years in financial industry. The program is not for everyone. It is not for people who do not want to invest in Central Auckland, a place people want to live, the safest, most capital growth area. It is not for people who lack of vision. People only want to make money as making money is their only goal. They don't have the vision of helping others. It is not for people only want a mediocre life. It is not for people who don't want to achieve their goals. It is not for know-it-all, because if you are a know-it-all, you know it all. The program is for people who want to invest in Auckland, where they want to be able to maximize their financial potential. It is for people who want to smash their goals, maximize their life potential. It is for people who had a mission to share their story, their message, their skills, and their knowledge with the world. It is for people who want to have a financial freedom and do what they love. When you join Property Investment Accelerated online program, you are going to learn how to master money instead of working for money. You are going to learn how to let money work for you. You are going to learn how to use your mortgage to leverage in your financial position. You are going to learn how to invest in Auckland property wisely, using the Auckland Unitary Plan to maximize the value and with 5% plus rental return. You are going to learn how to better structure your loan and ownerships of your properties. You are going to learn how to overcome fear, how to use your energy wisely, and how to make good decisions quickly. How health brings wealth. This allows you, while carrying on your daily job, to be able to build your confidence in property investment and to build your net assets, create your wealth, and increase your income. What that ultimately means is that you have the time and financial freedom to spend the time with your family, travel around the world, be more involved with your community, charity, to share your skill, knowledge, your message with the others to do what you love. These are some of the people who have been through the program.
So I have known Lucia for about 6 months now. I felt that she had integrity. She was inspiring and really listened to what we were about and the potential that we could have. And she was very real about that.
So the main thing that I've learnt from Lucia's course today is how to allocate the funds that I have coming in on a weekly basis or a monthly basis.
Seeing how my dad's been investing with Lucia's help and being able to see what he's doing and what his plan is and how I could apply the same kind of thing to my finances from the start.
Oh, I'd say she's real. That's what I like about her. She's real. She knows how to have a laugh. She's a straight shooter and you can just be honest with her. Yeah, that speaks volume. She came from not having much to having so much. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Real deal.
here is the program. Property Investment Authority online program covering mindset, money, mortgage, property investment and purpose. You had a lifetime access to the online program. There will be Facebook Live answering your questions you have asked during the week. Once you have completed the payment, you should have the access after 3 working days. How does it compare? If you had attended university, your total cost would have been approximately $50,000, including a living cost, with most of you having to work a number of years to pay back the student loan. It takes you numbers of years to study, while Property Investment Authority online program provides you the clear structure of how to get into property, have the financial freedom, and live your true life purpose in a much shorter time frame. As you are spending your time with me right now, I'm going to offer you the special price, $1995. With $1995 of your investment, you will avoid making the mistakes that potentially costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You also would have the strategies and knowledge that could potentially be making you millions of dollars in the long term. If you bring a friend or family member along, you will not pay $1995. You and your family member will pay $1795. Before we go any further, at this point, people are probably questioning, why am I putting so much value into this offer? And the reason is I want you to take this offer. I want to make this offer so valuable that you can see it is the right decision. And the reason behind that is I want you to unlock your financial potential, to have the freedom to do what you love. I don't want you to limit yourself, dare to dream about home ownership. I don't want you to lose the dream of financial freedom, battling depression while working in a job you don't like. We have people who have gone through the program and have got incredible value. We notice there are also a couple frequently asked questions, so I would like to quickly go through them. Will you work for me? Of course. We have people have gone through the program. Is there a tax deduction? Please do check with your accountant. There is a satisfaction guarantee. We are limited to 25 people per month only, so make sure to take the offer now before it's too late. For those of you wondering how to pay for, it's simple. We take credit card, bank transfer, and there is a payment plan available. You can also sign up for your family member on behalf of that. Sign up now, and I shall see you on the other side.